Good afternoon, everybody. So I hope everybody is enjoying their weekend. It's Friday afternoon. I know I certainly am. I'm enjoying every minute of this beautiful day, and especially the weather. Oh my gosh. You know, so I've made some videos for you guys, about like the meaning of life. Have you guys asked yourself what that is to you? What exactly that means to you, the meaning of life? Have you ever considered the meaning of life is family, friends, people that you've come across that you've never known in your entire life, just happen to come across those people? Well, I guarantee you the reason why you came across those people was for a reason. Not just for you to learn a lesson, but also from them to receive information from you as well. Because it's like you're both teaching each other things that you didn't understand, but now you finally get it. Now you finally see the light. You see the bigger picture, and it's like, oh my gosh, why didn't I see that before? Well, the Lord does have a funny way of showing you things, doesn't he? Oh my goodness. I am just soaking all this in. Love being out in nature. But I've been spending a lot of time, taking care of, helping out my stepdad and getting things squared away with him. And let me tell you, he's been going through it. You guys, really has. Just being harassed by scammers and just all kinds of nonsense. But anyway, and trying to spend time with my youngest son as much as I possibly can. He's kind of like a hermit, though. Likes to stay in his room and play his video games when he's not working anyway. But yeah, but for me, the meaning of life means a lot of different things, guys. I mean, it's not just, about family or friends or acquaintances. For me, the meaning of life itself is the key. It's like every single blessing I have ever come across, everything that has landed in my lap was the most precious thing to me. And I mean, I'm just one of those people. I literally just get excited just about the littlest things ever, but they mean everything to me. And I mean everything. They literally do. I have never once taken not one day for granted. And I pray to God that none of you do either, because life is so precious. And it's like, I made a video about this, but it's like, I tell you what, if God told me today that I had today, and that was it, you better believe I would make the most of today. Oh my goodness, I'm just one of those people. It's like I don't look at life like it is, this is the end and that's it. I'm just going to give up. I'm not going to do anything anymore. I'm just going to forget everything and give up on everything. No, to me, life means something. It means so much to me, and it means everything to me about, my son being in my life and the relationship I do have with my stepfather, which, we have our ups and downs because we, like anybody in any family, have their ups and downs and differences and things we don't really care for about each other, but we deal with it, like any family. But anyway, it's just, I make each and every day count. Everything that means the most to me might not mean the same things to other people, and that's okay. But the thing is, the meaning of life, okay, are so many things in this universe. I mean, so many things. Trees planted, flowers blooming, rain. I mean, just everything that's in the atmosphere, every single thing means, its meaning of life. You know, it really is. It is life, you know, grass, the oceans. I mean, everything is life. You know, it's kind of interesting, you know, the way I see things compared to the way others don't see it. Or maybe they do and they don't even realize it. And it's like, oh, okay, look at the bigger picture. You have a beautiful life right in front of you. Appreciate it. Because it can be gone in a second. And I cannot say that enough to all of you. You know, I remember, and this was decades ago, things I wanted to do, you know, in my childhood years. You know, we did, I've talked about this before in the past, in my past videos, you know, we did traveling, right? Camping, all that kind of stuff. And let me tell you guys, I mean, I am, that is just, that's my favorite. I won't lie. It is. I love to camp. I do. I love everything about it. I really do, guys. I love being outdoors. I love being around nature, especially. Very, very big with nature and animals. Love my animals. You know, I just feel very blessed, guys. Very blessed, because I know that I literally am the walking miracle from God. And I cannot say that enough to you guys, because I am. You know, it's a blessing every day I wake up. It's a blessing to be here on this earth. And I thank God every single day for it. Every single day. Like I said, you know, I don't take not one day for granted. Not one. You know, just try to make each and every day count as much as I possibly can. You know, and just keep moving forward. That's what I do. And, you know, I mean, in the past, you know, a lot of days were harder than others, but I always got through it. I mean, that's what I do. I get back up. I just keep going, you know. And sometimes, you know, a lot of you might be going through that where you hit a rut, you know, but the thing is, as long as you find the strength within you to keep getting up and going, that is all that matters. You know, it's like, sometimes you have to look at things from a different perspective. Maybe at the time you don't see what's right in front of you until later, because it's not shown to you until later. But once you finally see the bigger picture, you'll get it. You'll understand what it is that you're meant to do on this earth. And, you know, like I said, for me, what I am meant to do is to lead others out of the darkness and into the light. And the light meaning, okay, let me specify this so nobody misinterprets this. Maybe you're in a toxic relationship, or maybe you're in a toxic work environment, or whatever that situation might mean for you. That is your darkness, okay? Maybe you're suffering from things that, you know, habits, things that you have a hard time letting go of. Those could be your darkness, you know. But like I said, my job is to help other people to release those burdens that they have carried for too long, knowing that they should have let go of them a very long time ago, but because of people, places, or things, okay, they chose not to, you know. And everybody's on a, you know, different journey, different path. So wherever you are in your life, you're not behind on anything. You're right where you're supposed to be. But here's the thing, guys. A lot of people don't understand this. You know, and I've talked about this in my videos, but I'm going to talk about it again because somebody needs to hear this. So I'm going to talk about it. Have you ever considered, you know, maybe you're still going through addictions, whatever that might be to you, whatever kind of addiction that is. Have you ever considered you are still alive because you're meant to show others how that, you know what, you can get through this. Even if you're still using, it doesn't matter. You're meant to show others that they can get through this too. See, A lot of people don't understand that because they think, well, you know, I'm in this low vibration. It says who? Oh, that's right, because of people around you. Yeah, okay, let's just forget about that right now. What do they know anyway? As if they're perfect. But anyway, you know, it's interesting. You know, for a long time, you know, people, they like to misjudge other people, okay? Because of the way a person carries themselves. They think that a person is snooty or uptight or they're stuck up because of the way they act. Okay, first off, get out of that mindset, okay? Never ever judge a book by its cover, okay? Because you don't know what that person is dealing with. You don't know what that person has been through. Maybe that person has trust issues because of the way they've been treated. Or maybe they're just very cautious about who they get close to because of their past traumas, because of the things that they have endured. So never ever judge a book by its cover because you don't know what that person has been through. You have no clue. But you assume because of all this hearsay and the things that other people have been saying, well, that's your first mistake right there by listening to others instead of, you know, doing your research and your homework on that person and finding out for yourself what that person is really like. But, you know, hey, opinions vary. They're like buttholes. Everybody has one, right? You know? But hey, live and learn, guys. Live and learn. You know, I had to learn that a long time ago, that people are always going to talk. They're always going to have something to say because maybe they have something inside of them that they refuse to bring out because they're scared of the unknown. See, I'm one of those people. I go into the unknown because I just don't. I mean, literally, I'm not afraid. You know, I'm not afraid to go into the unknown and not know what the heck is in front of me, not knowing what I'm walking into because I know God's got my back. So no matter where I go, where I end up, I know I'm going to be all right all the time. That's right. I'm always going to be okay. Always. Because God's walking with me, honey. Always. I am never, ever alone on this earth. Nope. Not at all. God, my ancestors, all of them, always walk with me everywhere I go. Driving in the car, I'm never alone. Never. And neither are you, you know. For those of you that are listening, watching my videos, you're not alone either. You might feel like it, but I guarantee you, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Just know that, okay? You know, whatever you're going through, you're going to get through it. You know, it might, like I said, it might not seem like it right now, but I guarantee you, you will get through whatever it is you're going through. You know, and I look at it this way. If I can endure everything that I've endured for many, many years, if I can get through all that, oh, I guarantee you, so can you. You know, I mean, I've talked, you know, I try not to talk too much about my personal life, but I mean, I have talked to you guys and made videos about the things that have happened to myself and to my son. So yeah, you guys have an idea. You know, I went out to lunch earlier with my stepdad. And one of the waitresses, she's like, oh my gosh. She's like, man, you lost a ton of weight. I'm like, yeah, I know. I said, thanks. And she's like, you look great. I'm like, she's like, what did you do? And I'm like, well, I don't eat meat. You know, I eat fish. I eat veggies and fruit, pasta, you know, bread, stuff like that. You know, but but it felt really good to hear that. You know, I mean, I know what I look like, but to hear it from somebody else, it's actually really nice. But anyway, you know, maybe some of you guys are going through that too, where, you know, you changed your diet. You changed your appearance, the way you used to dress or the way you look. Good for you. Good. About time you got out of your comfort zone and did something different, right? You know, I mean, me, I still wear jeans because they're comfortable. I do. I like jeans. But anyway, plus it's still February here, so still, I mean, today it's gorgeous, but tomorrow it'll be freezing again. So there you go. But anyway, so for any of you that are going through that, maybe, you've lost weight, maybe you finally decided to give up smoking or gave up something else, which is good. That's all. You should be very proud of yourself for who you are and what you decided to do with your life in a better direction, going a better direction. That's always a good thing. For me, personally, I wasn't really given a choice. God's like, no, you're not allowed to eat that. I'm like, oh, come on. But oh boy, did I pay dearly too. It's like, okay, I will listen to you from now on. Yeah, I got consequences when I don't listen. That's like, okay, yeah, let me just stop right there. Okay, all right. Anyway, I love you guys so much. And I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys would check out my YouTube channel, Nanette144. I just put up a new profile picture of myself and my sweater that I'm wearing. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys would subscribe to my YouTube channel. It does help out the channel. Share my videos, like my videos. I also have Facebook and Instagram. I do not have Twitter or TikTok, Snapchat. I'm not on any of those platforms. So if you guys happen to see that, yeah, it's not me, just so you know. Anyway, I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. I know I certainly will. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys later. Stay blessed, guys.